Hey Jake, buddy. What kind of man again? Right. See what we can do. 15's top. See if we can have that. I've got 2 in here. Oops. Thanks for random bracking. How's it going, Jake? You in work today? A couple of 16s practicing them. Hoping I can get like an 18 because just need everything to kind of come together in one round. 3-1. +4. Start the +4 red by the rough. 4.5 top, 2 left. 10 marks, 3-1. Oh, I've taken my lines off. What the fuck?
Perfect shot.
Right, these yardage notes on this that I've got have been money, dead centre. So let's see how this goes. 345. 44 was 68 a yard more, so 66% with no elevation.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Jake. I was a bit nervy, isn't it, going into day 3 with Masters. It's very unforgiving. Right, so 4-5. 1 top, 1 right with the red by the rough. Top of the red, so like that.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
It's bang on those slider numbers. So you got pen and paper. Confirmed drops 345 there, 66%, no elevation. 344, 68%. 347, 62%, and 346, 64% are all confirmed. All been dead centre. But it's important to follow the drive as I did it there to get in that range every time. So that was an EM7, which has, I'm trying to think, that was an EM7, how is this? 236, 234, 234 power. So you'll need to adjust that plus yardage if you have a different power club. But that one there, the 234, I was starting to start the plus 4 yard mark to the red by the rough with an EM7. 4.5 top 2 left. 10% on that. No elevation in the second. Nice shot. That's my 16 I just did warming up. I had a short drive on 8. Came up about 10 yards shorter, which is, I've got a shot for that now I think, but it's a bit frustrating because it leaves you at a completely different elevation because you don't roll down that downslope on the right hand fairway. This one I've got a drop that seems to work sometimes. Seems what the par 3s are like on this course. Like, will drop sometimes, but sometimes they just won't for no reason. So let me look here. 1 back, 1.3 left. Tiny end flecker. Okay. Going 30 max P3 with a grizzly. I'm going to start it at, and this works for 6, 7, and 8 I think. 9 we'd have to pull back the plus starting yard slightly because it's small power. But 6, 7, 8 starting at max distance, which is like the end of the plus 8 with the white ring by the rough. That's the plan. Hey Jess, how you doing? Thanks for the booms. I think I've got drops for pretty much every hole now on this. Got drops for all the par 3s in Pro. Really good slider numbers for 1 and 8 when the drive works properly, which it didn't on the last account. But might have a workaround for when it comes up short. And really good slider numbers on 5 as well. The issue I'm going to have with 5 on this is I've only got a horn at 6, which only has a 3.2 ball guide, which isn't enough to give you the full ball guide when you're doing a rough bump. I think it seems like 3.7 seems to be the magic number. If you've got a 3.7 ball guide and you're playing a rough bump shot, you'll see the full ball guide. Anything below 3.7 you won't. Okay, so 1 back, 1.3-ish left. That's the plan. That's right by the rough. Just check it should be running towards the hole, I think. Let's try that. So I missed left, now I've done that. Sugar, 7-9.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, it looks left.
Nice on.
Yeah, I don't think Grizzly 5 quite cuts it, does it, Jess, on this one?
Birdie.
Hey Josh, thanks for the good luck, mate. How you doing? So I feel like maybe I was finding it really hard, I don't know about anyone else, but just to like trying to differentiate and guess, like, get what's right, what's 1.3, what's 1.2. So I try and focus a bit on the ball guides when I have one like that there. So in the Grizzly 6 you don't have it, but the 7 plus you do. I felt like it needs to be tracking towards the hole. Maybe I needed to move it a click right and just sort of favour the inside right of the hole, if anything, because the green does slope a little bit to the left. I did think as soon as I set it up that it might just miss left, and it did. But it comes in nice, that shot. It gives you a good chance. This one's like a safe eagle with an outside chance of Alba. dropped it. Dropped it once, I think, and Jess has dropped it. It was a very nice drop, that, Jess. I watched it. Dead centre it came in. Lovely. It's difficult with not having a fair with these level clubs. You've got to just sort of try and guess an offset and just go with it and hope for the best. This one where I'm going at max with the white ring by the rough with my EM7. 4.5 top 3 left. I've got no 1.5 to 2 rings OP. So it just depends how much you pull into.
Perfect shot.
Nice drive. I'm always a bit unsure about coming in from that side because there's definitely some speed rolls you can get coming in from the right. Okay, so at max, white ring by the rough. Something like that. 12 top 3 left. 10 max. 3-1. So 2 rings of OP, I think. 1, 2.
Perfect shot.
Always needs slightly more than you think usually in a headwind. Take that. So that's about the ideal yardage. From around there, about 354, give or take a couple of yards. See there, you see that where it keeps there, it's just glitchy, glitch. Always worries me coming in from that side. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Yeah, I really hate seeing that. Every time you move it, the ball guy just seems to glitch. I'd be the exact same here, thinking where on earth am I meant to put this? So it's coming in from the left, it's a lot more consistent, I think.
Perfect shot.
But it's not an easy drop either way. Yeah, it's got a speed roll there, kind of. Oh, it's worked out okay though.
Nice on.
Nice swing max 1-8. 1-8. Okay, so 3 right, 2 and a click top, something like that. That looks not far off right, that. It'll sort of move further to the right with the right spin. Let's try it, yeah. Said 1-8, I think, didn't I? Just check. So 0.8 through.
Perfect shot.
See how it comes in. It was difficult, like I was saying before, with a underdeveloped ball guide. It's just a touch pacey.
Nice on. Eagle.
That's a shame. So I've got one, but just missed Burn the edges on 2 and 3.
Eagle.
Just gonna try and get these pro accounts through today, I think now. Kind of mess about trying to make them perfect. So I may have master stuff to do on there. Actually, I this 1-to-1, don't I? Master accounts to play on the last day. If they don't go to plan today. I'm playing this shot. I dropped on the last one. So you can guarantee it won't go in for me now, but playing it at the absolute min line with the red touch in the rough. Playing it, I've got 1.7 back, 0.2 left written down. Again, trying to judge exactly what that is. You know, you could be easily one click out and it could mess it, but that's what I've got written down. 1-to-1 with an eye pull. Yeah, they're all, as long as they hit perfect, they're all going to be close or in these, Jess, I think, really. Got most holes pretty well dialed now. I've had a bit of good practice yesterday. I played 6 pro, 5 I practiced, 1 I stuck through with a 16. I've had 1 go this morning and I got a 16.
Perfect shot.
So that's 7 times I've played pro now before this. I had 3 practices at master last night. Busy day. Right. So like that. 0.7 back, 0.2 left. There, that's what I think. Just inside the right edge of that triangle, that dark diamond. That's where it was last time I don't that. I'll put eye pull there.
Perfect shot.
Let's see if it's any good. No, it's not online that. I'm liking the left edge on these, aren't I?
Birdie.
I wonder what I did wrong there, because that felt... Mind you, that was a lighter wind, wasn't it? So maybe I just didn't quite get as much wind push. Maybe I need to take 0.1 off the adjustment in a low wind. Yeah, I think that's what it must be. Because that was only a 4.6 wind. I think I had quite a bit more than that last time. So I think a low wind like that in the 4s, pull 1-to-1 minus 0.1. Yeah, this is the hole that's going to be difficult with that poor guide. On at 7 plus, you're laughing. And I've got some really good slider numbers. Another plus 10 red by the rough. 3 top and right. 10% max. 6-8. Better to pull from this side through. Like that. Max curl. No OP.
Perfect shot.
And then let's get this yardage. Okay, 316. .317 is 90%. The Hornet 7, which is its power 88. I think this is only 86. So it'd be 4% more. So it should be 90, clear that. No elevation, 94%. I think, yeah, 316 yards shorter, so that's 2% plus the 4%. 96%, shouldn't it? Get myself confused now.
Perfect shot.
I think that's right. I came a yard shorter than the club's 2 yards less power, so an extra 6%. So instead of 317, 90%, 317, 96. Going 4 top, 1.5 right. I'm just going to have to trust the spins here. And the landing spot. About half the blue coming out the rough. Five, 4.
Perfect shot.
Yeah.
Eagle.
So that worked out nicely. Bit of mental maths there. So the yardage I've got down for ideally using a Hornet 7 Plus there. A Hornet 7 Plus, I think all the way to max, is 88 power and has a nice ball guide. So you'll see that going nicely to and just through the hole with those spins and that landing spot. The sliding numbers I've got for Hornet 7 Plus are 317 90% confirmed, 321 82%, and 315 94%. Then with the Hornet 6, just have to do as I did there, which was add 4% for the 2 yards less power, and then obviously use those as your basis, and every yard different, 2% different on your slider.
Perfect shot.
Definitely adds a little bit of an extra layer of difficulty with the Hornet 6, but as you can see it's still droppable. Just got to trust the landing spot and the spins. This I'm just playing for a safe ego. Down the left hand side. If you've got high level clubs you could take on the right hand side, I think, but with low level clubs like these it's just not worth it, I think. I can't imagine there are going to be very many albatrosses on this hole. It'd be very rare, but there'll be plenty of birdies. So if you just make a safer eagle, you're getting like a leg up on at least half the field, I'd say. Start at the +3, okay, with my EM7. Don't forget, if you have different levels with different power, you need to tweak these plus numbers. But I'm using, let's just check my notes again, start at the +3. So as it clicks over like that, just 4.5 top, no side. Max plus 10 is 3-2.
Great
Ugh.
shot.
That's annoying, I don't normally do that. Hopefully I get away with it. Sit. Yeah, it's fine. I just thought to myself as I pulled back there, like, I don't think I've missed perfect yet today. So at the moment I thought that, of course you hear great. Complacency. Second shot, just trying to rough bump this safely onto the green. We'll bounce rough bump it. I'm playing it 30 max. 6 up, 2 left. And the second bounce near the end of the rough.
Perfect shot.
So that spins. 6 top, 2 left. This second bounce, don't go too near the bunker, there's no benefit from it. So near the end of the rough like this. And then 30 max. 4-3. Go 3-3 and pull through. And normal shot.
Perfect shot.
Hey Bunny, welcome bud.
Nice on.
You can see even though I put that right to the end of the rough almost, how much further back it actually lands, even with 30 max. So don't be afraid to push it right to the end of the rough with that second bounce. But I'd keep it, as I say, I kept that quite far away from the bunker, sort of very central in that, at the end of that tongue of fairway. Because what that means then is that if I hit a great left, it still won't be anywhere near that bunker. I've seen people really push this far to the left for the rough bumps, I guess to try and have a go at dropping it, and none of them, it's never come anywhere near the hole on any of them, so I just don't think it's really worth the risk. Not unless you have like really high level cat or something, where you're going to have, you know, lots of accuracy and a full ball die, with plenty of spin at your disposal. You know, then you can probably have a go at dialing in a drop. But with pro level clubs, it's just not worth it for me. Too risky.
Eagle.
Alright, so what are we up to now? Hole 7. Got this on the last one. See if we can drop it again. And it was sniper 10 account I dropped it on, so just going to stick with those numbers. What's the spins I've got written down? 1.8 to 1.9 back spin, half a right spin. Okay. I think I saw an opponent play like this. Got a feeling it might be a Tommy or a Fenzel shot. The initial setup that I copied, and then I just tweaked the spins, so I was happy with them and the adjustment. It's another one of these sort of bounce over shots. I always feel like they're very wind dependent. Much rather be playing a rough bump if I could, but it's worked for me, so I'm going to give it a go again. blue to the rough, the ball guide to the hole pre-spin. I think this is similar wind had last time, so I'm coming at 1.9 back off a right spin. Like that, coming just left of the hole. 15 max, 6.9. It's going to be all down to the pull.
Perfect shot.
It's not going to be left again, is it? Oh, is it with me burning the left edge today?
Nice on.
Every time. So if I'd left that where I originally had it before I had a final click of left spin, that would have dropped. Never mind. We'll get it on the next one.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
See if we can get 8, but it's looking like maybe a 15 or something this one.
Birdie.
Burn the left edge on, what was it, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 and 7.
Birdie.
Under. In fact, no, I need this and I need this to all the last to get just a 15. It's not good. Oh, don't forget to change back. I'm going to 4 top, 3 right. The EM7, half the red in the rough. Just where it clicks to plus, what we call +0. Like that. Let's try that. 5, 4, 3 rings.
Perfect shot.
Par 3s haven't been kind to me on this one. I've dropped all 3 of them, but just not all in the same card. Go and get on that slope. Right, look. Seems short as well. Oh, it is. See, it's not gone down that slope. Maybe I need to push up a yard, go from the +1. Right, so I'm going to have to try the workaround shot here. 338, wasn't it? So 3 yards short of 6% more. 41%. Let's try that. Normally how that drive runs down that hill, I'm going to push it up a yard to the +1. for the next accounts. Just try and make sure it gets down that hill. Normally it goes 355 and that leaves bang on a min grizzly, which I play plus 25 with drops dead centre. But because you don't get down that hill, it's slightly higher up, so I'm going plus 30. Yeah. And I've got the slider of guessed based on the result from the last one. See how it goes. 6-4. Let's try that.
Perfect shot.
Got a short and right. It's in the
Nice
fold.
on.
So what that needs 338. God, a bit more. It costs about another half a ring. I'm wondering about the 35%. Problem. Yeah, I suppose the problem is 3 yards shorter than the last time. I'm probably even slightly higher on the hill. So 338, let's try 35 and 48, like that. 35 mid.
Great
Down.
shot.
In case we get a short drive. Hopefully we won't get the short drive again, changing the landing spot. That's annoying. Just noting that down. It's not been a great round this one, but learned a few things, which is always good.
Birdie.
Yes, we played that at +0, the end of the +0, so let's go to the end of the +1 for that drive. Same spins.
Perfect shot.
Hopefully that gets us to exactly where we want to be every time.
Birdie.
I don't want to go any more top spin because originally I was playing it 4.5 top, obviously the max, and it kind of got very close between clubs. It was too far from Min Grizzly and it was right up against Max Hornet, so it was, I did drop it to be honest, but had to use a tiny OP. It wasn't a shot I felt was consistent, so that's why I've removed some top spin and I won't put it back on. Yeah, I think it is, mate. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for going to watch. It's the first time I've seen you in the chat. I'll be doing at least one more, maybe even a couple more, so I'll show you some drops because they've not been quite dropping on this one, unfortunately, which happens. There's no point beating yourself up. If you're hitting good shots, you're making good setups, and you're hitting perfect, you're doing all you can, really, aren't you? Sometimes it feels you drop a bit of luck as well. He's got some nice banners there with the new 3 racing stripes for tier 3. Major one as well. Major top 10. Brett Bunny Gaming. Cool, mate. I'll check it out and find it and subscribe to it.
Great shot.
Yeah, nice drive. I never seem to go for that drive in this ball. I just don't really like it. But if you do and you want to go for it, obviously, that's what you're comfortable with, do it. But this is a nice, safe route, which is a good, I think a good chance of Albert, to be honest, but I haven't got it yet, but it's never been far away. So I've got end of the +1, red by the rough. 2 top, 2 right. 1 to 1. And triangle curl, which, if you don't know what I mean, I'll show you in a sec. Stretch it out. So they're just the edge of the ball on the triangle there, no overpower on it.
Great shot.
I tried to hit perfect. Not that it makes any real difference on this shot with that club. I just need slightly more push up here probably. See, for what's a high risk drive there. Let's see how this comes in. And he's got quite high level clubs for pro. I don't have any with the Sniper 10. He's got high level clubs and I sometimes play master with.
Great
well.
shot.
Double great left, we're not going to learn much from that.
Nice
I think that
on.
would have missed right and perfect. So this, I'm keeping the spins the same. Always 4 top, 1 right. I'm seeing how far I think I need to push up. I want to land it roughly about there, so that's... Yeah, I am quite short, aren't I, because of that. Great on the drive, but it needs about 4.5 rings to push up. 4.5 back. This is going to be a... to max, probably. Almost.
Perfect shot.
See how this comes in. Want it to feed in from the left side of the green. It's probably a bit central, I'm not sure. Oh no, too far.
Nice on.
Definitely some tougher par 5s on this course. I think you can see why it's a Tour 12 course. I'm not a Tour 12 player, by the way, as you can probably tell. I'm a T11 player, so I don't know these holes that well. But I've played them before.
Eagle.
But there's definitely some tougher par 5s. I mean, 3's droppable. But it needs a bit of luck. It's not a guaranteed drop by any means. And that last hole, I've not seen anyone drop that yet. 14, that's a bit disappointing. Write it down anyway. Alright, let's smash that. Smash the next one. Not happy with that one. It's been a bit slow. Let's see if we can do a bit better this time. A bit more luck. I think that's my last round, so yeah, I dropped all the par 3s on that one apart from the second. So I had that same problem with the drive on 8.
Perfect
Let's
shot.
see if we've fixed that, hopefully. Start the +4.
Great shot.
Better not do that on the next shot. I don't think the great's going to make a big difference to the slider. 347, 62%. Maybe give it 2% more, or 64% for the great. I don't feel like I can make more than about a yard of difference. It's 347, 62% with a perfect drive, drop dead centre.
Perfect shot.
So let's see how this extra 2% comes in for the great left.
Nice on.
4-2.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, dead centre. So great left an additional 2% on those slider numbers. If you weren't here to get them before, it was 347, 62, 344, 68, 346, 64%. No elevation. So add 2% for a great left, and probably imagine that a great right will be subtract 2%. Don't think it's going to make a massive difference anyway. It might not even change the adjustment, but it's just to be precise as possible. Okay, Grizzly 6 makes this a little bit trickier, but still a good chance of a drop. I think Grizzly 7 for me is one of the best upgrades in the game. You suddenly get that full ball guide. Sniper 7's probably the best, I think. Suddenly, boom, full ball guide. Thor 7. That's a hell of an upgrade. He's got a very similar shot to me. Funny, isn't it, how we all come up with very similar shots? Needs a bit more left spin than that, I think. He's got some right curl on that.
Great
And a
shot.
grey right. Oh, without the grate though, I think that was in. Yeah, 1.3 left. Gone 1.1 with this just because I think I'm slightly further right because it doesn't have quite have 100 accuracy. 7.
Perfect shot.
No, don't like the camera angle.
Nice on.
Seem to have a thing today for burning the left edge.
Birdie.
Grizzly 6, maybe one back, one left. Yeah, that's all it needs.
Birdie.
Well, the other thing I can think is, could 30 max be ever so slightly undercorrected? The frustrating thing this about streaming for me is you get in the drops as you practice and then you come on stream and they stop dropping.
Perfect shot.
I hope we can start getting them on this, or then it's the count. If not, I'm just gonna have to I'll have to load up with the accounts where I've shot the 16s and show you the par. 3 drops that way. Hey Brad Ape, cheers buddy. Not getting any so far, to be honest. Oh god.
Great shot. Great shot.
And my drive's slightly shorter here, isn't it? Or slightly more carry to the landing spot. So therefore I should need to practice and less topspin. So I might just go with the 2 top 3 right here. 2 more. Yeah. Oh, 2-minute click. Tiny OP.
Perfect shot.
That's short.
Nice on.
Short and offline, never mind. Nice to see a dunk.
Perfect shot.
You almost avoided that.
Eagle. Eagle.
We got 1, burn the edge on 2. Just the eagle on 3. See if we can get 4. Okay, so that's about the wind I think I had when I dropped it, so hopefully. So that main red by the rough. About 1.7 and 0.2 left. I think was it? Check my spins. Yeah. Something like that. Let's go with that. Trying to go 1-to-1 there with an eye pull. Oh my god. Centre Perfect was in there anyway, looking at that. I think it'll be another burn in the left edge. Right.
Perfect shot. Nice on. Birdie.
See if we can drop hole 5. Happy with the sliding numbers on 5, so perfect should be a drop.
Birdie.
Oh, on at 6 again. These are definitely my 2 worst accounts that I've started off with here. It's probably not helping. Right by the rough end of the +10.
Perfect shot.
Okay, 316. Okay, so that's exactly what we had last time, wasn't it? Which was with a horn at 6, 96%. Look at that. Hey Vivek, thanks buddy. I need it, to be honest. I'm not playing very well at the moment. I'm not getting the look. But it'll come. I've got a couple of accounts left after this, so if needs be. Luck has to turn at some point, surely.
Great shot.
Horn. Oh,
Great
fuck's
shot.
sake.
Nice on.
Do you know what, Vivek? I might have a look at this account here. To be honest, I might sack this one off. Just forfeit it out and switch, because this is not going well. Yeah, Perfo is definitely in. Got some good slider numbers for this hole. 1 and 5 are dialed. Yeah, I want to have a go at 8, but I suppose we can do that on the next account. Hey, Anne, buddy, how you doing?
Perfect shot.
Thanks for the good luck. So I've not had it on this account. I think I'm going to sack it off and move on to another one.
Eagle.
Play it tomorrow. It's only looking at like a 13 or something awful, this one. Yeah, so I'm not even in the qualification zone at the moment, am I? So let's just switch accounts. Sack it off. Play that one tomorrow. And if it doesn't go through, it's just left to have to do in the opening weekend rounds. But yeah. At least we've got a horn at 7 on this one. I tell you what, that drive on the 8, I think I was playing with an extra mile 8, which is an extra 2 yards, isn't it? So maybe I should be actually be like the start of +2 with an EM7. Because at +0 with this, it was working really nice. That's probably where I need to be then. And a +1 start of +2, somewhere around there with an EM7. Okay, so start of +4 becomes the start of +2 on this drive. Cheers, Michael, buddy. The last round wasn't going so well, so I sacked it off. See if we can give it more luck on this one. Get a bit of a run going. Always helps to get a few drops early on, I find. Don't know about you guys. Gets a bit of momentum going. Hole 2. What a non-moving target sniper shot. Oh, it was with a great left, was it? I've got that shot on hole 2 has been working really nicely for me, but I've burned the left edge twice now, and so I just need to have a little think about that one. Trying to figure out why. Suddenly missing left. 346. That's confirmed 64%. It's unlucky Vivek, but if you take down this setup that I'm playing here, perfect is dead center every time. So copy that drive that I just played, and the second shot, one top, one right, top of the red by the rough, and the slider numbers that I'm using here, which is no elevation, and 346, 64%, plus or minus 2% per yard from there. And if you hit a great left, add 2%.
Nice on.
Hit a great left on the drive, that is. Something like this. 6-2, 6-2. Thanks for the look, Barry. One top, one right. Top of the red by the rough, ball guide there. Middle of the hole.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
And those sliders have been dead center every time, Vivek. So I said no elevation, 344, 68%, 347, 62, or just based off their 2% per yard. Say great left on the drive. I had harder than the last one, I added 2%, and that still came in dead center. Right, come on. This one's going in. At least as well, we've got the ball guide on this one. See if that helps. Oh, I've just noticed a note. Actually, that I hadn't really paid attention to before. My notes. This tiny 1201 flicker. That may be why I'm missing left. It's like he's setting up in the same position as me.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Won't be today, Vivek. Well, I'll be practicing later, actually. Well, it won't be now, is what I mean, sorry. Max white by the rough. Yeah, that's what I want it to look like. 4-9, 7-1. Let's try this slight flicker. Oh.
Great shot.
Yeah, perfect was in. I took so long lining that friggin' flicker up, and I forgot my adjustment, or I doubted it. tried to pull the thing out from the right. It didn't want to come out. Then I realised how little time I got left. And as it was swinging back across, I was like, I don't think this has got time to come back to the bull. So I was very keen to let go of the needle there, because I was just expecting the out of time buzzer to come off.
Birdie.
Yeah, I think that's the key though for that shot. I think that does need that tiny 1201. That's why it's been missing left. Right, let's see if we drop 4 on this. If not, I'm just going to switch to one of my big boys accounts and leave this one till tomorrow as well. But yeah, I think that's a good setup there with that tiny 1201 flicker on it. I think that will drop consistently, hopefully. It's 1 back, 1.3 left. 678 grizzly at max with a white by the rough. I'm just thinking that the grizzly 6 doesn't quite have the 100% accuracy. A click of the white ring into the rough to be in the same spot. And 30% max. I think that'll drop. Actually, I need to pull back, don't I? Yeah. Got 2 yards more power.
Perfect shot. Great shot.
That was a tiger line.
Perfect shot.
Nah, don't like the camera.
Nice on.
Can't even remember Arm, to be honest. It's not a new one. It's like a 2018 sort of the standard iPad model, 16 gig. It's not like a Pro or a Mini or anything like that. It's just a standard one. And it has taken a beating, I can tell you that. I don't even know how it's still working, this thing. It's impressive. It must be well built.
Great shot.
I did consider treating myself and getting like a nice Pro with some decent storage, and thought maybe that would give me a smoother needle as well, which it probably would. Better processing power. Although I do find that this, having the Ethernet plugged in by the connector, definitely helps. But yeah, with, I don't know, the way PD keep friggin' changing the game, I just don't really see the point in spending too much more on the game when I might give it up at any point
Perfect shot.
if they keep messing with it too much.
Eagle.
Don't know how other people feel, but I really do miss the old tournament system. It was way better. Right, come on, let's drop this. You've been looking for half and half. Ball curl lines. Those lines were made. Adam came up with this grid setup. It's the only one I've ever had. He helped me learn how to jailbreak and set everything up. And they're just sort of random lines. I do use them occasionally, but not much. I usually just use like a ball of curl or 2 balls of curl, that sort of thing. 7.2. Yeah, there's definitely a couple of different wind angles on this one. Oh, I give up.
Nice on.
Sorry guys, this is not going well, is it? So drop 1. Great ball 2. Just missed 3. Great ball 4. I think I might just sack this one off. So annoying as well, because at least with a perfect you can learn something from it. You can try and figure out why it didn't drop.
Perfect shot.
With a great ball, you're just an idiot.
Nice on. Birdie.
So what am I doing?
Birdie.
6, 7 under through 4. Huh? 6 under through 4. Yeah, that's not good enough. But then if I drop 5, it'd be 8 under. Standard eagle, 10 under. I'd need to drop 7, 8 and 9, wouldn't I? For anything half decent. I'll leave that one for now, I'll come back to it later. Decide whether or not I'll finish it or I sack it off. I've got my last account, which is one that's actually got half decent clubs. Let's see if we can't get some drops. Not happy with how this is going so far, sorry guys. There we go. Okay. Right, had enough of this now. We're going to smash it on this one. How's this one looking? To be fair, I'd still be topping half of these brackets with like 14s and 15s, but it's just frustrating when you know you can do much better. There's definitely an 18 or even better for the taking on this course. It's just getting those par 3s to drop consistently. That's it, Barry. Quick reset. Change accounts, here we go. Sweet. I kind of get jealous of players playing pro with clubs like this, but then I don't know, with my Epoch 6 I'm usually playing Master, so
Perfect shot.
maybe if I had more accounts with decent clubs I might try playing pro on 1 or 2 of them. But I do enjoy Master. Seems to be about the only divisions I've not really messed with too much.
Perfect shot.
Get 345. That should be 66%. Yeah. Be careful, you have Grizzly 9. I think you have about another 3 yards, is it? So you'll need to take 6% off these slider numbers.
Perfect shot.
Laptop in quickly.
Nice on.
at least I've demonstrated that hole for you fairly well today. As you can see, those slider numbers, if you hit perfect, money. Okay, so this one we want a 12 or 1 flicker, don't we? How many counts? No crate. Oh, I think that's an app that, yeah, Adam tried to have me install that a few tourneys ago now, and everything that could go wrong did go wrong when you tried to do it. I lost my jailbreak. It force reset the iPad, so I lost my jailbreak, and it was just on these. It happened to be on these. It was mid tourney. It was the night before opening round was due to start, and it just happened to be this time when what is it that we use called now? Is it Alt Store or something? Was like down. It wouldn't let me reload the app to re-jailbreak, so I couldn't get it to jailbreak. I was having a right panic, and finally the next morning I managed to find an alternate way to do it without a computer, so that I could play my tourney, but then I didn't dare try and do it again in case it went wrong. I just haven't got around to doing it. Right, white bother off at max. Back.
Perfect shot.
I hate being low on time and having to release from the left. Oh, every time. If I hadn't added that click more left spin and I'd left it going towards the right side of the hole. Yeah. That would be my advice for that shot, is just aim towards the right edge of the hole. Because I keep missing just left.
Birdie.
So frustrating, because I have dropped that hole multiple times, but not the single time here on stream. None of the par 3s seem to want to go in for me. But yeah, when I play it tomorrow, that'll be my plan. Will be one back, 1.3-ish left. Same landing position, but I want to focus on the two things I want to focus on slightly different. Will be, I want the ball guy tracking towards the right edge of the hole and get a 12 or 1 flicker going. That was all a bit rushed, that pull, and the release definitely was.
Perfect shot.
Or other people finding this course and these par threes on the various levels. Personally, I think I'm finding them quite difficult, as you can see, like just to get the consistency. Like I'll drop them on one account and then I'll go to the next account and do the exact same thing, and it won't drop.
Perfect shot.
Oh, hi Emma, welcome. Thanks for the good luck. Other than holes, I won't lie to you, Emma, other than the holes 1 and 5, which we definitely look like we've got really nice dialed slider numbers, it's been a bit of a disaster, really. Hole 2, I've burned the left edge every time, so we're tweaking that to aiming at the right edge. And yeah, holes 4 and 7, the other par 3s keep burning the left edge as well. I've just not quite got them right, it seems, having dropped them other accounts. They're not dropping on these.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
I was saying before, I think the par 5s are very tough on this course. And this is an outside, this is probably the best chance at Alba on this one, and it's not a very good one. 6 is just to take your eagle and run. So it really is hole 9, really. Maybe an outside chance on hole 9.
Great shot.
God, give up.
Nice on. Eagle. Eagle.
tried taking a smidge off, left spin off, and taking point one off the adjustment, determined not to miss left. And it misses left.
Nice on.
Ooh, good question, Emma. At least a couple of years. Probably now, yeah. Started off in Team UK 2 for a couple of months. Then I was in Team UK T100. Then they merged with Bunker, with Bump and Run, and became Bunker. That didn't last long. And then,
Perfect shot.
yeah, I started Shankers up in the background and built that up. We did a gold run. And I've been C100 for a long, about 10 seasons, so yeah, it's been a while.
Birdie.
How about you, Emma? And everyone else? How long's everyone been playing?
Birdie.
What do we have to here? Because I'm not really feeling this round either. 3-6 under. Through 9. 8, 7 under 8. Should be safe to carry on for a couple of holes more. I'm just going to have to show those par 3 drops on the other accounts. It's the only thing I can do because they just won't drop for me. I can't really figure out why, because I even tweaked a couple of things on that last one to try and avoid it missing left, and it still missed left. But 6 months and then T5. Oh, nice. I've always been quite into computer games, really. I've always had. I think I've had every Xbox that's been out. Did I start with a Sega Master System, I think, when I was like about 5 years old. I think that was the first one I had. And then a Mega Drive. Then an N64. Showing my age now. 5.3. Then after the N64, then that's when I went to the first Xbox.
Perfect shot.
What's everyone's favourite ever games? I think mine have to be GoldenEye on the N64. How much is that? 317. That's 90%, I think. Yeah. Yeah, GoldenEye on 64. Final Fantasy 7 on PlayStation. That was amazing. And probably the first ever Halo when it came out was an absolute game changer for me.
Great shot.
And other than that, I've been a bit of a Championship Manager, which became Football Manager addict for half of my life. That's a nice drive. Red Dead Redemption. That's a cool game. I have to be honest though. So let's play this. I've got the second one, the Red Dead, and I've had the first one before. And both of them I haven't completed because I've just gotten bored and put it down. Which isn't like me, but... think the whole cowboy thing just doesn't really do it for me. Because it's basically just like Grand Theft Auto in a Western, isn't it?
Perfect shot.
Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, one of my mates was an official tester for GTA 5. He's in the credits. One of my pilot friends who I did worked with and did type rating course with. So that must have been a pretty cool job that he had, sitting up there in Edinburgh, getting paid to play GTA 5 and telling them what they should tweak on it. Because that's where they're based, I think, isn't it?
Perfect shot.
I'm trying to remember the name of the developers now. Is it Rockstar?
Eagle.
I think it's Rockstar, and they're based in Edinburgh. I still remember the very first GTA. Don't know if anyone else remembers it. You had the little bird's eye view. The graphics were terrible looking back, but you used to drive around your little car and there'd be like these groups of these like Jehovah's Witnesses or something in orange jumpsuits all walking in a line. If you ran them all over, you got these massive bonus points. Probably wouldn't be allowed to do it these days. It's PC world we live in. But it was pretty funny. I'm just getting to the point of thinking, do I just finish this round? Can't just keep dumping them off. So 6 will that'll take me to 10 under. I probably would still be able to dump out of there, would I? If I didn't drop 7, I'd go back to 9, back to 8, back to 7 under. Which it probably would get me out of the qualification zone. So I can play this and we'll see if we drop 7. Hey Joe, welcome buddy. Thanks bud. It's not going well, to be honest, mate. I'll be very honest with you. It's been one of those, everything's burning the edge. And I've hit a few greats as well, which is always frustrating. You tried to play Redemption once, go around in circles. Tried. Start of the +3 would become start of the +1.
Perfect shot.
No, I don't think it is an easy course, to be honest, Joe. I guess that's why it's in T12. The par 5s, there's half a chance on hole 3 of an Alba, but this is a take an eagle and run hole, and hole 9s. I mean, it's maybe the slimmest chance of an Alba, but really it's just an eagle hole. So that doesn't help. I mean, you often boost your scores quite a bit by dropping an Alba or even 2 sometimes. So that makes it, you've really got to play the par 4s and the par 3s well. And the par 3s are droppable, but I'm really struggling to find consistency with them. I've dropped it on other accounts. I mean, I dropped 2 of 3 on the account before I started streaming, and I've not dropped any since I started streaming. Yeah, and I dropped. Well, I think I dropped hole 2 on an account before that. But say nothing that's been dropping is now working anymore. Uh, 4-1. The par 4s are probably the easiest, but they're not playing easy. It's just that I think we've got some good slide numbers for those. So if you hit perfect, they'll go in. But they're certainly not easy holes.
Nice on.
So yeah, I guess all in all, tough course. Thanks to Grazia. After this one, I'm trying to think now. I think I'm out of accounts. I put 2 through with 16, and then the first one on the stream I put through with 14, which I wasn't very happy with, but... And then I've chucked 2 after that because they just started badly as well, or... Not badly, but... Just not dropping. I mean, you know you can do better. What I'll do after... I'll beg the decision shortly about whether to continue this or not. I'll log into the one I played before stream, and at least just show you the par 3s dropping. I can switch accounts then again as well. I can show you hole 2 and 8 on the other one I put through. I'll drop them. Okay, so we're in the promo zone now. What qualification zone? See, if I drop 7, 8 and 9, then it's respectable, so 16. Yeah, 12. But if I don't drop either of them, it's a 14. Sorry, let's just finish it and see how we go. It's all about the opening round anyway, isn't it, for your tiebreaker, let's face it. It's not as important as it is in a mini. Your qualifying score, it's more important just to qualify. So I'm just checking my notes. Right, we're going to drop this one now. Okay, blue by the rough. The ball guide out of the whole pre-spin. Up there. So that's about what, 1.8 back, half a right. It's going towards the left edge, which I like the look of. 6-3. At least they hit perfect at the start. No, I don't know if I'll like it. Oh, God.
Nice on.
Tell me about consistency of these shots. I mean, I've done everything the same, and on the other counts, it's I've either dropped it or it's burned the left edge, and that didn't even come close to the right. Just don't really understand it, to be honest. I suppose this is what keeps us coming back, trying to figure this infuriating game out. If we just dropped it all the time, I suppose it'd get boring.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
But yeah, usually, especially in pro, usually I have the par 3s pretty well dialed, but this is a real struggle in this course. Right, let's just put this through. I don't care anymore.
Birdie.
Okay, so hole A.
Birdie.
Got the extra mile 8, the extra 2 yards, so I think we can just go from the +0 and hopefully I get the drive distance I want this time. Maybe I need to get one of those clock faces around the wind thing for my pull angles. Maybe my pull angles are slightly out. Hey Dean, thanks buddy.
Perfect shot.
Okay. Top 3 right. +0 with this club. Two right.
Great shot.
Alright, get down the hill and stay on the fairway. Stay on the fairway. What's this? Oh, it's about the right distance. That's something at least. So this should be pretty close to min. It's not exactly where I wanted it because I hit great, but see if I can play this 25 min. Alright Joe, see you later buddy.
Perfect shot.
Lucky.
Nice on.
Okay, yeah, let's just use different spins and play it here at min, I think. Oh, I've got to creep up slightly. But I think min number should still be fine, hopefully. 6-1, so I'll add 0.1 for that little push up, because 6-2.
Perfect
At least I
shot.
hit perfect.
Nice on.
This is just clearly one of those days.
Birdie.
Probably that 0.1 did me. Should have gone with the min.
Birdie.
But yeah, difficult one. Ideally on that hole, I'd high level drive would get it further down onto that flatter section and into short iron range. It would make for a much easier rough bump and much more dialed. The issue that I have in here really, I think, is that it's you're coming down that slope, and depending how many yards you get depends on where you are on the slope. And obviously the shorter you are, the higher up you are, and it starts to mess with your elevation. So it's very difficult to get consistency, I think, but I don't really see how I can play it really any better with these level clubs. You really need like a Thor 7 or something, Thor 6, something with a bit of topspin to get it down the bottom. I've got to bag set up. No. Wrong ball. Look at that. I only earned one chest in this round. Usually I filled that after about 5 holes. Just going 1-1 on the drive, so I'll get that ready for the second shot. It's bollocks. That's golf clash for you, isn't it, Emma? How many times do we sit there scratching our heads thinking, how did that not go in? And then on the flip side, you watch your opponent hit a great ball and it goes 3 times around the hole and drops or something ridiculous, or hits the pin at 100 mile an hour and goes in. And then you're scratching your head thinking, how did that go in?
Great shot.
Looks like this guy's going for it. Oh, that looked wet to me. I don't know why, Aggie, to be honest. I'm playing awful. They're just being... I think they feel sorry for me. They're being very kind. Right, end of the +1, 2 and 2, 1-1. I think triangle curl. overpower.
Perfect shot.
How are you getting on with your rounds, Ag?
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Hey Ingrid. How you doing? Still have to start. Alright. You had a bit of practice yesterday, didn't you? I think you had practice on one account. Right, so let's call that, what, 4 rings of push up. I don't want to be short. And what line do I want this on? Not that far.
Perfect shot.
As you probably notice, I do cut it quite close sometimes with that timer. Come on, be on a decent line. Oh,
Nice on.
well, that's pretty in keeping with how today's gone. Close, but no cigar. Another 14.
Eagle.
Never mind. I'll quickly show you some drops from the other accounts where I didn't make a mess of it. So I dropped 2 of the par 3s on this one. I think 4 and 7. Okay, so that should be hole 4. So see if I can see, if any of you guys can see if I did anything any different here to actually drop it. But it's just the same plan, that min line, red touching the rough. I've got written down 1.7 back, 0.2 left. Yeah, maybe it's on the light side of 0.2 left. And that's maybe a stronger eye pull than I was using actually as well. That's definitely a stronger eye pull than I was using. Which would make sense because that's less lateral, isn't it? I'm pulling less to the side and more in line with the ball. That's why.
Hole in one.
So that needs to be, I'm quickly going to watch it again. It needs to be sort of, I don't know, I'd call it even 0.15 left spin, you know. It doesn't quite look like 0.2 to me, but. And it needs to be a really strong eye pull so that the needle's sort of on the eye. But on the other shots, I had it on the eye flickering back to the right towards the centre. It actually needs to be sort of on the eye and flickering away towards W. It needs to be even further round. See, that's sort of pointing between the W and the eye and flickering back to the eye. So really strong eye pull on it. But that makes sense now why it's missing left, because I'm pulling slightly more laterally.
Perfect shot.
So yeah, that one. Not too much left spin and get that pull angle right. And hopefully you'll have some better luck, and I'll have some better luck tomorrow. Hole 7. 5, 6 should be that one. Make a note of that. That's like half a right spin, 1.9 back. See, again, that's tracking just left of the hole, so that's exactly how I have it set up. Let's have a look, see if there's, maybe I've got a 12 or 1 pull. Oh, if anything, there's a slight 11.59 on that pull.
Perfect shot.
Maybe it's to do with the second bounce, how high up it's landing. Maybe landing higher up is kicking it off to the side slightly. So maybe it needs that slight 11.59. So I'll quick watch. Blues to the top, touching the rough at the hole pre-spin, and then we're going, looks like at 1.9 back, half a right spin. So the ball guide's tracking just left of the hole. Yeah, and there's definitely a 11.59 pull angle there on that. So that must be the key. It must be it's just landing too far up from the second bounce. Let's make a note of that. Hole 7, 11.59. That's all I can think. Those two must be the pull angle that's making the difference. I've got 11.59. And if I just switch and see if we can figure out what I'm doing wrong in hole 2, because I've dropped that on. Oh, hang on a minute. Dropped that on Shanker, didn't I? This is the one that I put through yesterday with a 16. Come back to that. Well, that's good there, but at least I learned something there. We've got pull angles to work with on 4 and 7. Hopefully will give us a drop. So here we're at max. White touch in the rough. With grizzly 7 or 8. I think with 6 there's going to be a slight overlap because it's not quite got 100 accuracy, has it? I don't think. That's definitely a good one back, about 1.3 left. And that ball guide is tracking right at the hole. Now, yeah, there's a fair 12-1 pull angle on that, isn't there? Quite a relatively strong one. That's what's making the difference. So it's not even a 12-1 flicker, it's a proper full 12-1 pull angle there. That's why I'm missing left. Full 12-1. Yeah. Push that one time. That's the difference on those three. Pull angles were not quite right. That's fine, Aggie. You want to buy me a Russian bride, go for it.
Perfect shot. Hole in one.
Yeah, so that's it. I had the setup right, but not the pull angle. I think I dropped 8 on this one, I think. So I can show you that. Quickly show the drive. It's the same as the last one, but I just didn't hit great. So yeah, so the EM8 I'm playing at +0, so I think I need to move the EM7 up to +2. That's what must be why I'm not running out down the hill.
Perfect shot.
That's the perfect drive. It can finish there, then this finishes. This is right on. With this, yeah, we're gone here about 3 top and a bit of left, about a good square through the hole, and this I played 25% elevation, min numbers. We can see looking back there at my starting position, where just how if you finish a yard or two short, how it starts to affect the elevation. definitely would be better if you can get a bit further down and get it well into short iron range. You'll have a much flatter section, much more consistent time. Trying to think if there's anything else I can show you really. Give it that. I can show you in Telegram actually. Hole 3, I've dropped that. I'll show you Jess's actually. Hers was even better than mine. There's hole 3. So it's just the same as I was playing before. It's just a case of trying to get the line right, which is never easy when you don't have a developed ball guide. Later, Zaggy. Have a good day at work, mate. We'll get to work. You gonna play some poker? Don't try and pretend like you've got a real job you've got to go to. Comes in love with this shot of Jess's. There you are, that's the idea, what I was trying to achieve. Didn't quite manage. That was my drop. It was one of those sod's law where on this account yesterday, I think I dropped hole 1, I think. And then I missed hole 2, having dropped it on another account. So I forfeited immediately, thinking, ugh, it's just practice day. And then the very next hole you drop an alba. Regretting throwing it away then. That was it. On this one I pulled a tiny bit into OP and used a tiny bit of OP. Which always starts to create a bit of inconsistency, but it's just a lot of luck on this shot anyway though really. It's just trying to get it running up there on a half decent line and hope for the best. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all the drops I can show you. Sorry the live performance wasn't as good. I will probably have another go at a couple of them tomorrow. Whether or not I'll stream them, I'll decide tomorrow, see how I'm feeling. Well, hopefully I gave you a few ideas, a few drops, and I think those par 3s with those adjustments to the pull angles, hopefully you'll have a bit more success with than I did. Alright, good luck with your rounds, everyone. Aggie, good luck with the poker, and see you all later. Bye.